During these meetings, you want to encourage and support participation by everyone there. This way you can problem solve and get a lot accomplished. Also, try and maintain a balance. Push when necessary and be passive when needed. If everyone is waiting their turn and speaking up, you may not need to keep things going. Encourage debate if it's needed. Clash ideas to promote critical thinking and constructive disagreement. Try and discourage personal attacks or clashing personalities. Sometimes you'll know in advance when two people don't get along, and you can be prepared for it to keep personal arguments at a minimum. Effective meetings are characterized by the critical assessment of ideas, not attacks on others. To listen effectively, make sure that you're listening with intensity, empathy, and objectivity, which sometimes can be difficult. Do what's necessary to get the full meaning from every person there. Bring a proper closure to the meeting. Summarize the group's accomplishment. Clarify what actions need to follow the meeting, and allocate follow-up assignments for people that are there. While it's often quicker to make decisions on your own, here are some advantages to group decision making. When you have just more than one person bringing thoughts to the table, you're going to generate many different solutions. You're going to have access to a lot more information that just you possess. And involvement leads to greater decision commitment. Just think about yourself. When you're involved in making a decision, you're much more likely to support it. Improved problem definition. This means that you can view problems from multiple perspectives instead of just your own, and you can find the real cause of a problem when others are involved. Brainstorming is great, and I highly encourage it during meetings, but here are some rules to follow. First of all, criticism is ruled out. If you're brainstorming, no criticism is allowed. Freewheeling is wanted. Quantity is wanted. Combination and improvement are sought. Here are some pitfalls to group decision making. Like I said, it's time consuming. Sometimes one or two people will try and dominate the discussion. Sometimes you'll have group think, where everyone in the group feels that they have to go along with a decision or idea because they feel pressured into it. And sometimes there's conflict between members. Groupthink has been responsible for organizations and businesses making horrible decisions. As a group or team leader, it's your responsibility to keep groupthink from happening. You know groupthink is going on if internal pressures prevent people from openly evaluating all alternatives. If the group is insulated from outside ideas, if you, the group leader, or if you're a team member and you see the group leader stifling discussion, groupthink is probably happening if there's no established procedure for defining and exploring alternatives, and if group members have similar backgrounds and experiences. To prevent groupthink from happening, your best bet is to pull in people from different departments, from different backgrounds and experiences, to make sure that there's real problem solving going on and that there's real open discussion of different issues. If you'd like an expanded definition of groupthink, right-click on your mouse for continued definition. There's a few different types of structured conflict, C-type and A-type. C-type conflict is cognitive. This means that the people involved stay focused on the problem. They don't get emotional when discussing their differences. A-type conflict, however, is affective. This means that people make it very personal and they have emotional reactions to their disagreement. They don't stay focused on the facts. One way to avoid a lot of conflict but still get a lot of feedback from several different members is to use the nominal group process. This means that group members alternate among silently thinking up ideas, listing their ideas in writing, and then voting on the ideas. The nominal group process decreases negative group behaviors by having people work on their own. They begin with quiet time first, and they write out their ideas rather than just discussing them verbally. The ideas are then posted to everyone else in the group, Advantages and disadvantages are verbally discussed. The members individually reflect on the discussion, and then the ideas are then ranked by the group. While numerous businesses have figured out that teams can be very effective at problem solving on getting a new product to market, they don't always work. Sometimes their costs exceed their benefits, and there are conditions where individuals will outperform teams. Here's a list of situations that can undermine the effectiveness of teams. The wrong national culture. Teams work best in countries that score low on individualism and power distance. Also, if you have the wrong organizational culture, it's hard for teams to work in cultures that are characterized by interpersonal conflicts, where there's a lack of trust, and there's strong individualistic values. Teams also don't work if they're the wrong work tasks. Teams work best when there's a need for change and innovation. For routine activities where speed and low costs are what you want, then it's best not to use a team. Teams also don't work if you pull together the wrong staff. The members of successful teams have the right skills in order to be able to work together. If the team members have weak communication and interpersonal skills, then their performance will definitely suffer.